Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chris Capper, and we're at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in sunny and very cold Frederick, Colorado today. Just want to let you know we're doing a 2019 Newmar Ventana 3709. Now, if you have any questions about this coach, you can call me directly at 813-333-2988, and I'll take great care of you. So this is a great coach. Again, it's a Newmar. They're the objectively the top manufacturer for this style coach in North America right now. It's going to have 16 on center, C-channel with double insulation in a lot of different places, masterpiece BASF paint finish. What you're looking at today is the Winwood Graphics color scheme. Inside, we're going to have the Bermuda glazed maple, hardwood cabinets, and the Winwood decor. Now, this is going to be on that Freightliner XCR custom chassis, which is going to be the Cummins B 6.7 liter diesel engine with 360 horsepower and 800 foot-pounds of torque and a 5,000 pound tow capacity. 37,500 GVWR with 47,500 pounds of GCW, or gross combined weight rating. Going to have the Allison 3000 6-speed transmission, 55-inch wheel cut, and these are going to be Goodyear wheels on the Endurance RV, and that's going to be 275 by 70R, 22.5-inch rims with this really nice Alcoa aluminum Durabrite finish right there. So a nice alloy rim right there. It's going to last you for years to come. Right above me, you're going to see that I have a multiple awning system. So I have a nice door awning. I've got the nice Carefree metal wrapped awning. So when these are in, they're actually going to be wrapped with metal to protect it from the UV rays from the sun and any other weather conditions. Another thing that was opted in on this coach is we have the extra window awnings. So you're going to see one here, and then I have two on the other side. Now these are manuals, super easy. It took me about 2 minutes to get all of them down and in, and then those are also going to be wrapped to mitigate any exposure to the outside elements when they're not in use. So coming down here, you'll notice that Newmar was the innovator in the slides. They created the first slide in 1988, incorporated it on the first motorhome in 91. This is going to be a flush mount slide right here, so it's going to mitigate any wind noises that you're getting inside and also help protect from any water, dust, or any other environmental conditions to keep them out. I'm going to have dual fuel on the diesel right here, so I can fill that on one or both sides at the same time. So really nice situation right there. And then here we've got a Sony high-def TV with a nice Bose sound bar, and this is really going to allow you to be outside if you still want to catch the game or just play your favorite video out here for the kids. You can also Bluetooth directly into this Bose soundbar and listen to that from there. If you look over here, I can turn this button and go from TV to my inside dash radio. So I can also play the radio through this if I want. And then I have two 110s and two USB-A. So I can have my phone charging while I'm Bluetoothing directly to my Bose. So pretty cool system right here. And then we have a metal slam latch that's gonna help this last for years to come. So right above that, you'll notice that I have frameless windows. And so these have a nice tint. And then right around all the edges is actually blacked out. And what that does is that covers the gaskets, which helps keep any of the sun from drying those out over time and making them contract and then allowing water to get in there, which you'll see on some manufacturers. So another thing that Newmar does is that window is completely framed, and then they put a round gusset on that 90-degree point, so that way the entirety of that window is completely framed into the coach itself. So we're going to come down here and I'm going to show you this really cool setup. So I've got two table leaves in there, and I'll show you where those go inside. But what's really neat about this, I'll switch sides with you so you can see easier, is that we have these, this is the XCR rails right here going from the chassis to the front axle. But then above that, you'll notice that I have this really good star foundation. It comes all the way out to the very edge, comes all the way down, and then we have these trusses that come down. and it gives you the strongest basement structure of any coach in this capacity. Lots of storage, through storage right here. I've got multiple bays of storage, so really whatever you need to bring with you, you can. And the last thing to show you on this is that each one of these are going to be insulated, and Newmar has the best insulation. So if you look, this insulation right here, I have about 4 inches of insulation in components between the outside to the inside. So between that and the door, and then I have a 50,000 BTU Oasis, which I'll show you shortly. But when you're camping, you don't have to worry about the stuff in your basements getting freezing, which would be interesting. I'll tell you, I had some beer in the garage last night. I just picked it out. It was cold enough to drink, so it wouldn't be the case here. So everything between my axles is going to be heated by that Oasis system. And here I've got a more long storage right here. That's my Oasis system over there, and this is the little component that I use to bring those awnings down for those window awnings. So plenty of storage. You're going to be happy with this coach. And then here I have a nice little pegboard. Right behind that, I have a 105-gallon fresh water tank. So that's going to be enough water for you and your family to get out there for quite a long time if you're dry camping. We also have a 65-gallon gray tank and a 45-gallon black tank. And I mentioned earlier about the diesel, dual fuel. I have a 100-gallon diesel fuel tank. More storage here. Now this storage right here is not going to be heated. It does still have the insulation, but it won't be heated. This is my little chassis compartment right here. So you can see I have my 2 batteries right there, and what's really neat, if you're putting this in storage for a while, you can go ahead and turn that off to do a battery disconnect. Everything's very easy to access. And then I have my Oasis fuel filler station right there. And then directly below that, you'll see the nice Newmar mud flap. That's going to help mitigate any road debris coming out and hitting your tow vehicle. So let's step back and just kind of check this out. These graphics really shine nicely in the sun. Beautiful coach right here. Got a nice ladder up to the top of that fiberglass roof construction. And then here's where you have your bay, your engine compartment area. So if I open this up on these pneumatic struts, see I've got my radiator, but I can actually check everything, do my fills pretty easy right here. So down here I've got a 7-way plug and a 5K tow hitch, so you can tow. If most people tow a Jeep or Honda CR-V or something like that, it's going to easily tow that and get it through the mountains. And then they also, you notice they put that nice chrome fins there, which I like so much. More storage here. Again, this won't be heated, but a great little place if you want to put a camp chair or something, or maybe some extra tools or whatnot. Now this is a great compartment because I have a 33-foot power reel or power cord here on a power reel. So it's 50 amp, as you can tell. I've got my automatic transfer switch right here, along with a surge guard built directly into that, just to help mitigate any chances for electrical surges or whatnot. There's my 10-gallon def tank, and just to the right of that is a little storage compartment for your stinky slinky. So that way you don't have to worry about keeping it in any bay that you might have other things in there. So again, these beautiful Alcoa rims with those Goodyear tires. This is my wet bay, so this has everything that you need. Outside shower right here, hot. I can empty my drains right here. And then Newmar makes it very easy to do winterization on this, so we'll be happy to do that. We have an award-winning service team that can take care of that for you. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer, super easy to do. This is where your black and gray tank would come out with your sewer hose. There's a little area to have that come down. Whole house water filter, black tank wrench right here. And this is a power hose reel. So that hose will come out, and then you can tuck that in right there, so that way when the door's shut, just helps minimize the chance for any rodents or anything to get in there. If they can't see that there's an opening, a lot of times they'll ignore it. So these are all going to be lighted too, as you can see. So here's the other side of that pass-through. You can see my Oasis system right there. So I've got a recirculator dual loop system, 50,000 BTUs on this right here. So I've got this running. It's very quiet, produces a lot less exhaust because this is a low pressure system. So a lot of people are used to the AquaHot 250 or 450D. Why this is superior to both of those is because this is a low pressure system. It has lower maintenance requirements, easier to use. These are originally designed for those big yachts that are going out into the Gulf of America now, or whatever you want to call it. They're going on these long journeys, and they need to make sure they have something that can heat that yacht, and it's easy to maintain. If something does go wrong with it, you can just use regular tools. You don't need extra certifications, and look at the manual. So I've got the diesel burner going, and there's 2 electric elements too on that. And the electric elements have produced more heat than what you'll see on the AquaHots. And then that diesel burner has a stainless steel piece that goes into it versus a regular steel. So again, why is that better? It's a low pressure system, has 2 electric elements, uses less fuel, it's quieter, and produces less exhaust. The other side of that pass-through tray. Now some of y'all might say, well, I would like to have a slide out tray in there, and we'd be happy to help you with that. So please give me a call if you're interested in this coach, and I'll get that taken care of for you. We'll check out this compartment right here. I have 8 deep cycle batteries right here, 225 amp hours each. So I think that's about 1,800 amp hours if I'm calculating it in my head correctly. If not, please forgive me. Now this is on a little slide out tray, so it makes it very easy to maintain and replace if you need to. And then kind of looking up here, you'll see these nice little awnings that we have over here. I put them out, again, very easy. You just grab the little loop, pop them down, pop them into here. And besides looking nice, it also helps with that low morning sun and that low evening sun coming in. So you still can see out really nicely, but you just kind of help keep some of that sun out. We talked about the dual fuel diesel. Something that Newmar does that a lot of other manufacturers, in fact, I don't know anyone else that does, is you'll notice that I have a piece of steel in there, and that steel is protecting that diesel fill area that's going into your tank. So if you were to have any road debris come up and cut that hose, you don't have to worry about diesel leaking out. Also, if you were to have front tire blowout, again, that could tear that up. You don't have, that's just one less thing to worry about, right? So another compartment here, all my fuses are here. If there's something wrong with one of those fuses, it should light up in red. I always still recommend having a little fuse tester. Some spare fuses there as well. So got the little bullet side view cameras on both sides, heated chromed mirrors right here, and then this it's going to be bonded glass windshield right in there. Beautiful, lots of area to see. And then I forgot to turn the lights on, but the lights just look great on this, super clear and crisp. Again, we've got that nice chrome piece right here. All on the entirety of this front, you're going to have a diamond shield paint protection film, which is going to help mitigate any damage from rocks or whatever hitting that, to protect that BASF Masterpiece paint finish. Opening this, and sorry, I'm a little clumsier with gloves when it's feels like 10 degrees right now. So looking at this, I've got my dash air conditioner right there. That's my Cummins quiet diesel generator, so producing all the power that I need. That's running right now. It's not too loud. It's not under a lot of load either. Just to the left of this, you can notice that's my hydraulic system for my slides, some of the slides in the jacks. And coming over to the right, you'll see my fuel oil filter right there. I've got those 2 big air horns just directly facing down, so it's going to let that little Toyota Civic that just cut you off and brake checked you, you can let them know like you don't like that, right? Windshield wiper fluid right down there, and then right above this I have the hot water line to generator, that little red knob right there. So what that's so great for is that you can, with the Oasis turned on, because that Oasis is not just a furnace, right? It's also a water heater. You can hook a hose up to that and you can spray off the bugs that get on that. So not a real big issue here in Colorado, but I'll tell you, down in the Southeast, we get those love bug seasons, and when you're running through some of that, they will coat your windshield. So an easy way to get that off of there, hot water, and then just kind of wipe it down. Very nice. So beautiful coach. Coming in here, you'll notice a nice little grab handle. I have a keyless entry system with a doorbell, so when your guests come over, they can just push that little doorbell, say, hey, I'm here for dinner, let's hang out. If you want to go hiking, biking, whitewater rafting, whatever it is that you like to do, leave your keys in there and just we'll set that code for you, and you can just get in that door super easy. When you want to lock everything, you just hold that number 1 down, and that will lock the door first, and then it actually will also, if you hold it down another half second, it'll lock all your cargo bay doors. So just to make sure that all your valuables are protected. So come in here, I've got a nice little screen door, automatic entry steps, a little bit of snow out, lighted LED lights around here. And when you're driving, a lot of people don't like sitting over this empty space, right? Especially you have a dog or a cat. Well, there's a little switch in there that'll bring these steps up even with that, so that way your dog or your cat can sit right next to you and enjoy the ride. So come on in and join me. I'm gonna open these slides up, but I just want you to notice, like, you have plenty of space to get down and get to anywhere you want. If you want to take a nap while someone's driving because you got a headache or whatnot, you can just get right to that bed. Get in the half bath over there to the left in front of the bed, refrigerator, kitchen, everything. So everything is very easy to access. And again, just to remind you, we have the windward decor, and these are the Bermuda glazed maple hardwood matte finish. So just a gorgeous coach right here. And what's really interesting, well, I'll get to that later, but there's been some customization. So just the floor itself on this has a mountain air floor upgrade, so it just looks absolutely beautiful. And as you're looking at all these countertops, these were also upgraded when this was originally purchased. This was upgraded to be high polished Corian. So these are very well polished. I'm coming over here to push this king bed slide out. And as this is going out, just would like to note that this is a sleep number bed. I guess I should hold that button down. It's hard to feel it with my fingers frozen with these insufficient gloves. And then right above this bed, you'll notice that I have this wood piece. So I have two 15K BTU Penguin air conditioners with a heat pump on them, and they are up in the center of the coach. And the reason is when all these slides are shut and you're running that generator going through Phoenix in the summer, why, I don't know, maybe you got family there, it's the air conditioner is going to come down straight, and then it's going to give that nice convection, so it's not going to be hitting the tops of your slides. The other thing that you're not going to have is you don't have those little travel trailer style vents in a luxury motorhome. So that's not what you really want to see. Only place you'll see that is going to be in the storeroom, a half bath, and then in the bathroom we're going to go check out right now. Another innovation by Newmar is going to be this door setup. So I have the emergency, did I just lock that? The emergency egress door. So, and that right there, if you need to get out, this little false panel, chrome telescoping ladder to go down, and then you can get out. Most likely you're just going to use this to give your partner the bathroom and the bedroom stuff so they can load the coach from here, so you can just hand the stuff to them really easily. And then two locking mechanisms on there. There's no entry point on the outside. So you'll notice I have a nice porcelain toilet right here with a Dometic flush valve here. Everything is easy to locate, so in any room I'm at, I can mess with the lights here. Nice fantastic fan with an automatic setting, so I can set that to the speed, the temperature, whatnot. Coming over here, before I open this, I just want to show you just how well Newmar does this. So this is all done in the factory. They have woodworking professionals that just do this. This is done on their planers, their joiners. They have the people that do the staining and the glazing. They are just so good at what they do. And even for something that is just going to cover my stackable washer and dryer, they're taking care of you. And coming in here, you'll notice that these panels right here are inserted panels, so if you're in a high humidity environment, not like what we have here, in those swell, it's going to be able to let that wood swell and contract in that right there, so you won't get that warping. And us southern folks know all about that. Interior hinges on all the cabinets I'm going to show you, so we'll just talk about it right here once. And then I have a nice Whirlpool washer and dryer, and this is going to be vented to the outside, so it's going to be very efficient at getting your clothes dry in the shortest amount of time. So I'm gonna come back up here. So most of these lights have been upgraded to LED lights throughout the coach from what they started with. And then I have this massive cabinet right here. Again, another thing I'll note here, every shelf in here is going to have carpet on the bottom of it, and that's going to help minimize any vibration noises that you hear when you're driving down the road. Also going to help with things sliding, as long as it's packed nice, right? So you should be able to get everything that you need to in here. And this is just this nice circular backsplash here you'll see throughout. And then we have a beautiful undermount sink right here. And then if you're shaving, you can just push that down, it'll get your water in there, and then you can just clean out your razor blade. So nice beveling throughout. And then I have more storage here, so nice long deep drawer, and then more storage down here, so plenty of place to keep your stuff out of the way. Right below this, and right what I'm sitting on right now, this is my forward engine compartment. So if you want to get our top level diesel technicians working on this for you, and these guys literally have won national awards, and they need to get on that, they can access it either through the back, swinging that radiator out, but they can also get on the front part by pulling this out right here. So staying on the floor, I'm going to come over here and show you. I have another deep little drawer right here, so you could, you know, roll some towels up, pop them in there, maybe keep some extra soaps or whatnot. And then another beautiful closet door here. And you'll notice when this opens, it's automatically designed to swing over here, so that way it doesn't hit this hard. And it's just really nice system that Newmar made in. Little hanging area for your longer form garments with a hidden safe behind that. So if you got your jackets in front of that, not too easy to see, you can access that with either a key or a code. And then you'll notice that these are all have lights. These are going to be manual lights, so you want to turn those on or off as necessary. So nice radial shower right here. So with these boots, I'm probably about 6 feet, 6'1". Plenty of room above my head, so even if I'm a very tall guy or gal, you can still get what you need. Little rain shower piece here, and then this comes off, and then I can get the from under bits, make sure everything is nice. And then I also have this nice little teak stool to sit down. So even at my height, there's still plenty of room in this coach. Let me open that radial shower door. Another thing that's I think was new for 2019, maybe 2018, it's pretty common now, is we have a recirculator feature on this. So if it's a cold day, or it's even not, you just like your hot water hot right when you want it, go ahead and put this on recirc mode. When this turns from blue to white, you know it is hot. Turn that over and you're good to go with a nice hot shower. When you're getting ready to travel, you always want to have that closed and then hear the click and you're good. Last but not least, a little privacy door right here, or pocket door. And on both sides here, I'm going to have a little storage area, and 2 110 outlets and USB-A plug-in. So you can plug in your tablet and your phone on either side. Now, looking at what we have here, just a beautiful fascia that we have with lights coming through that. Just really nice, especially at night. If you just want to set the mood, you can turn all the lights in the coach out and have that nice little warm glow. It kind of gives you almost that fireplace look, right? Above this, I have storage that goes all the way around. So you have plenty of room on here, and again, these just beautiful how Newmar makes all this. So they're not having this done anywhere else. It's done in the factory. On both of these, next to your heads, you've got little windows. If you want a little fresh air, you can open those up. And I have day shades and night shades. So if I just want to get a little bit of privacy but still see what's going on, I can have that. And then there's also a night shade in there too, which will block that light out for you. So underneath this king mattress sleep number bed is more storage. So I've got 2 additional chairs, folding chairs, that will go on that dinette that we're going to look at shortly. And if you ever need to work on your slide, it's right under here. And then that is the little air pump for that. These 2 heavy duty struts. And then just look at this. This is just a super strong base that Newmar's put together for you. Nice wood up there. Nice heavy construction. So coming around here, I have 2 more shirt closets. Let's get both of them open so you can just kind of see the totality of the closet space that we have. And I've got a 110 outlet there that's powering my high def Toshiba TV, and some people will just use this to get additional storage by putting crates or whatnot. So you can build some stuff out there, but a lot of people just use it as closet space because you have so much other space here. So I have this drawer. Now this drawer is on an additional slide out, so it comes out so that way you can access everything easily. And then I have 5 drawers in total. So all these drawers open up just like that. And then right under here, I have my little AV compartment. So we do have a Winegard motion satellite on this. So you can put your whatever dish or DirecTV satellite box that you have in there. You also have a Sony Blu-ray, I believe it's a Blu-ray player. It's at least a DVD player. And then above there's a little entertainment system. So if you want to just watch something to chill you out before you go to bed, totally capable of doing that. All right, so coming in here, I have a Whirlpool residential refrigerator freezer with an ice maker. And then I also can get my water out here, so you don't have to open that as much. Get your water. Now remember, we have that whole house water filter, right? I also have an additional water filter that goes in there. In fact, this is the exact same one I use for mine at home. I get really great water. So if you just want to have clean ice that doesn't contaminate your bourbon or your scotch or whatever drink that you're drinking, you're gonna take those minerals out. So, and this also has an air filter on it too. So if you're like me and cutting a bunch of onions and you cut too much, you're gonna save some for tomorrow's breakfast. You can just put them in there and that air filter is gonna help mitigate that smell. Lots of storage area in here. I got 3 shelves here, 3 shelves here. I got 1, 2, 3 drawers to pull out, and then 1, 2, 3 shelves to store there. This one right here does go in. So if I have a larger piece, let's say some milk or some soda or wine, you can keep it right in there and get additional height. So very, very convenient. Coming over here, I have my stool room. And so this right here opens up. Again, another porcelain toilet. And in here, I have my electric system. So more fuses, everything. There's a little fuse ledger right here that'll tell you what each fuse corresponds to. Additional spare fuses. And then here, all of my circuit breakers. Everything is easily labeled. So if for some reason your microwave wasn't working, you can check that and reset that breaker if it was tripped. More storage as well. And then more storage, more storage, and more storage. So, oh, and did I forget to say more storage? So right underneath this medicine cabinet here, I've got this beautiful artisan bowl, glass bowl, really nice GFCI outlet right here. Some of your outlets aren't working. This is where you can reset it. I can turn the heater fan on or off because this room will get nice and hot with that Oasis heating system. And then again, I have another fantastic fan that has all the same amenities as the other one that we looked at, so you can evacuate any potential smells that you might have left for your partner. And I also want to point out too, I forgot, at the very bottom here, I have a little automatic dustpan. So when I'm sweeping up everything, I just sweep it right into there and it goes right into my central vacuum system. And then on the other side of this door, the other part of that central vacuum system is right here. And then if I come over here, you'll see where the components for that central vacuum system. So this will work inside or outside because there's a component in that you can plug it into, and you can vacuum any of your storage bays underneath or anything from the front to back in here. Notice additional storage space under both of these. And we talked about those extra leaves. This is where you put it in there. So you get about 23 inches of extra space, and those two folding chairs will come right here. So that way you can have all your friends or family hanging out, eating with you, playing games. My wife and I just got some games. We started to play some games. I've got one game that's so big it would barely even fit on that with that. So here I've got two 110 outlets on each side of this with also USB-A outlets, and then nice little light down lights right there. Again, big beautiful windows throughout this coach, and these are going to be jalousie style. So we talked about frameless, and what's really cool about these is I can open this, and even when I'm leaving, so if I open this and it's raining, well, guess what? I already have that awning down. But if I hadn't put that down yet, I still don't have to worry about too much water getting in here, so I could kind of leave that open and go hiking and come back and still have fresh air in here, right? So when water hits that, it's just going to go down and not come in. Even with really bad rain, the most that you'll probably feel is a little bit of mist coming in. So really nice system that they have here. Again, I got my day and night shades, and then we have this nice Valance setup that Newmar made. So we're going to turn around and kind of look at the kitchen area, which y'all know is my favorite. Again, I have another fantastic fan, so that's going to be the third fantastic fan I have. All the same amenities that we had in the original one. Anybody, I've had people ask me what these are. These are where temperature sensors in throughout the coach, so it can feel what temperature we're at. Got this beautiful Corian countertop and amazing amount of space over here. And if you'll notice, you have a little place right here, so you can actually keep your put your coffee pot in there, keep it stored away, plugged in, and then when you want to bring it out, you can just bring it out there and start your coffee. And that just rolls closed. So lots of space right here. Looking at this is similar to what I have at home, spray and flow, and I can get anything in the sink. Speaking of the sink, underneath these Corian, I've got this beautiful double stainless steel sink. So you can wash and rinse all of your pots and pans in that easily. And then right above here, we're talking about storage, you've got it in this coach. So storage here, I've got adjustable storage right here, slide out drawer tray. This is going to be my original owner's manuals, and then I have a little piece for my convection microwave oven. We'll get to that shortly. Coming down, anytime you see these, that feels good. Nice and warm air coming out of that Oasis system. So that's just coming in, filling this coach with nice warm air. Above that, little place you can put your spatulas, your pasta strainers, all that in there. Little place for your sponges, your green Scotch Brites, whatever it is that you like to clean your dishes with. And then under here, little spot for your trash can and more storage space there. Staying low, additional storage area here. And then right here I have a dishwasher. When you're going camping, why do you really want to do all the dishes when you can just rinse them, throw them in there? That's a very efficient dishwasher. It's also going to help sanitize those dishes, get them nice and clean. And then above that, I have another place for additional. So we are using this for the remotes because it's very convenient. When you're using this, you're going to have these remotes in the appropriate area for where you're using it. You'll notice that I have the Bose remote, which I have the same remote at home. And then all the remotes for the Sony TVs, the Toshiba TV in the bedroom, whatnot. You're going to have your silverware dish, silverware container right here to keep your forks and spoons and knives, and then cutlery and whatnot. Above us here, I have a true induction cooktop. I love induction. This will come out so you can actually use this to cook outside. This is an all-electric coach, so no propane on it. So you can take this outside and cook if you want to do some outside cooking. What's really neat about this is that you can set the timer for however long you want. There is a limit, but I can set my temperature. I can set my heat level. So with that, if I want to do, let's say, make a nice stew for tonight, I'm going hiking, I can get all my vegetables ready, get it in there, any proteins you want to put it in there, get that going at 350, 400, set it for 4 hours, and use it just like you would a slow cooker, right? So lots of amenities with that. 90% efficient versus gas is about 35-40% efficient. You're also not putting any combustible fumes in the air. And on the back side of this Corian countertop, removable piece is a cutting board, so you can cut that, use that to cut all your vegetables and whatnot. These store conveniently right here. And then you can also notice right behind here, we've opted, the prior owner opted to have a window in the kitchen, so it is more area where if you want to look at your grandkids out there having fun, you can keep an eye on them while you're making dinner for everybody. Right above that window, we have this Whirlpool convection microwave oven, and that tray I showed you, stainless steel tray, would go right here. So you can cook all the stuff that you want, and it has everything that you would expect on a modern top-level residential microwave. More storage here, and I don't know if I open this, but we have more storage there with an adjustable shelf. Now you notice that I have this little piece here. This comes around here and here and here. So you're losing a little bit of space there, right? But what are you gaining? You're gaining a decades lasting coach. And what I mean by that is some manufacturers will sacrifice structural integrity for space, and Newmar does not do that. Newmar is all about when you know the difference. They put a structural beam across this slide right here, and what that does is it keeps it from sagging. So if you're in one of our famous Colorado snowstorms and we get 3, 4, 5, 10 inches, you don't have to worry about that sagging. Additionally, some of those manufacturers, all those manufacturers that do that, to my knowledge, have a laminated sidewall. Lamination uses glue. When that sidewall is put together with glue and you get water intrusion in that, that water separates the glue, and now you have delamination occurring on your sidewall. With Newmars are residential built walls, just like you would in your home, but actually a little bit better, using C-channel construction, batten insulation, and on the inside of that batten insulation, they're putting 5/8 inch bead foam insulation. So if you're not looking at a door or a window, you're going to have at least one, but usually 2 forms of insulation. So Newmar is just the best. So let me show you this right here. You don't see it, but there's a televator right there. I'm going to get that televator going. And here I have a high def TV coming up, and you can see I've got that fireplace going, and that fireplace is working. It's pretty. I don't really need it with this setup that we've got going here, but you can see I can watch all the movies I want, and then I'm gonna sit back. Now this is a custom piece. This is how far back this goes, and I'm going to tell you right now, I could easily take a nice 3-hour nap in this. So if I just want to kick back and take a nap, I can do that. I heard a rumor that this was like an $8,000 leather piece. This also has a separate setting right here. If you just saw that go out, that is giving me head support. So even though I'm back this far, I can still see that TV perfectly. And then I'm just gonna bring this all down. But this, just trying to familiarize myself with this. This is real leather, guys. So, and this has kind of got that cowboy seam. So if you want to look over here, you'll see this is probably hand stitched and then embroidered leather right here. It's a cowboy cowgirl sofa. I've got two little places to put my beer, and then a little spot right here because that's where I'm going to want to have my remote, because I'm always losing that remote. So man, I swear, this is, if you've been in a Essex, this is probably like Essex level furniture without the hand stitching. That's how comfortable it is, but you also get that extra neck support. So really good. And before I go to the chassis area, even more storage right there. And I'm just gonna grab this. And they got another little storage piece right here. So something also is unique on this is a really interesting, I have not seen this before, two-tone stitched fabric right here. Very comfortable. This is I think the last year that you could get flex steel. Flex steel is known in the industry to be, you know, top level that you got. And so it's going to be on the Freightliner custom chassis like we talked about, and it's got that Cummins 6.7 liter diesel engine, 360 horsepower. Let me turn this off because we don't need that going. Let me turn that off too. Don't need the generator. But with this right here, a telescoping tilt wheel makes it easy to get in and out when you have that all the way up, and then you can set this however way you want. What's really neat about this is I can set my cruise right here. I can do my lights here, windshield wipers. Everything's very simple. I've got all my analog gauges. This is one of the last years you could get those beautiful analog gauges. Everything is very easy to access right here. Got set my lights, fog lights, on, off, regular, and then heated chrome mirrors. I can adjust my pedals. So if I'm too short or too tall, I can bring those pedals to me or push them farther away, in addition to this this electric seat that I've got, which has a lot of controls. Nice little rear view camera here. It's got the Excite dash radio. This is the custom comfort drive. So Newmar innovated that. I think it was 2009. I had a customer coming in. They test drove a 2007. They test drove a 2007 Dutch Star and then a 2008 Dutch Star. And he's like, I don't know why this drives so much better than the other one. And they're both same mileage, same shape. It's comfort drive. Comfort drive makes everything so easy. So I'm parked right now, and with one finger, I can turn those big wheels with one finger, and then it's gonna reset itself to 0. And when I'm driving and I'm kind of steered into the wind because I'm getting hit with those 40-mile-an-hour winds over the pass, it's going to see that I'm doing that. It's going to true that wheel up for me after about 15-20 seconds of driving, and then it's going to do that for me. So these just allow you to drive longer without getting your neck and your shoulders all like crunched up because you're just struggling. When semi trucks pass you and you get blown out, and when they first pass you and then sucked in when they are completely by, this makes it so much easier to handle all of that. Got the Allison 6-speed transmission. Everything is very easy to access, and also the hydraulic leveling jacks, and that's all to my left right here. But I'm not going to waste too much of your time. If you understand a little bit about diesels, you know how this works, and the hydraulic system right here will level this coach up really nice for you. So I think I've covered just about everything in here. Oh, almost missed TV up here. More controls right here, so I can see all my tank levels, battery levels, and I can also use my Magnum energy system to set my inverter, charge state, absorb state, whatnot. So again, I just want to thank you for joining me today. We're at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We've got an award-winning service team. I'll guarantee you that this coach has had a front wheel alignment, generator service, fuel filter change, oil service, oil filter change, anything else that we found that needed to be done with our chassis department, they fix it. Same thing with our house department. They're going through this, checking it to make sure that when you get this, it's camp ready. And the second person that's going to help you with that is going to be me. My name is Chris Capper. If you're interested, please give me a call. You can reach me at 813-333-2988. I promise to take great care of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy camping.